good.
Welcome to Mohegan Sun, Uncasville, Connecticut.
You.
Right down the road from where you are.
Yes.
Message for the fans from Connecticut right there.
I love you, and I'm so excited to see you tonight, and thank you for allowing me to be here, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
So talk about the audition process of American Idol. What made you go into it, and then how is it going through the early stages?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted to audition since I was 8, and I first saw Kelly Clarkson on the show. I turned to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I wanna be on the show. I want to do that. And then we found out I had to be 16 auditions, so I had turned 16 in December. So then that summer,
long 8 years.
Yeah, it was a long 8 years. And then so I turned 16, and over the summer after that, which was like 6 months later, I got to go to Gillette Stadium and audition in Foxborough.
Sweet.
So it starts off, you wait in the longest line that I've ever seen in my life. It's like 2 miles long. There were 10,000 people were there, and it was torrentially raining, and I was wearing like this big yellow poncho, and I looked like a banana. And so there are the 10,000 people, and then you all go, and there are tents and everything, and you have to audition for some producers. So you sing for about like 10 seconds, and then they just basically go, you. I'm sorry, you're not what we're looking for, and I guess I was what they were looking for.
Sure.
So I got the yellow ticket, and I was so excited. My mom's on the other side of the field in the stadium, and I'm like waving around the ticket, but then you can't tell anybody that you made it.
Right?
So I had told all my friends at school that I was gonna be auditioning. I then I came back, and they were like, "So did you make it?" And I was like, "No, I really don't want to talk about it, because like I am the worst liar in the world."
Put you in jail.
Yes.
Yes.
I am the worst liar in the world, so I had to kind of keep a straight face and just say a quick like 2 words, and I was like, "No, I didn't make it. I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it." And then I would like walk away, and then
like she didn't make it. She's terrible.
Yeah, and then so I went to the Hollywood Week and everything, and some people found out about it, so basically obviously got around my whole school. So they were all like, "You lied to us," boo, and I'm like, "I'm sorry." So then I went to Hollywood Week, and then I made the top 24, and I couldn't tell anybody. So I came back, and I was like, "No, I didn't make it." And then we had February vacation, and that was when I was supposed to go back for the top 24 shows. So I just magically disappeared over February break, and then everybody saw me on TV and freaked out.
That's so cool. That's awesome, though. It must be such a crazy experience to go through.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Hollywood Week should be called hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's an awful week.
Hell week.
Yes, it is hell week. It is. It's awful. And I lost my voice on group day, and I thought I was going to die. I'm sitting in the bathroom in the corner, like, crying, and it was just awful.
It's rough, though. I mean, the whole thing has got to be arduous. It's got to be difficult to go
It
through.
is. It's so hard. But, I mean, when you're, like, on the show and you're getting judged and everything, everybody was like, "I can't believe you didn't cry," like, when you were sitting there.
Tough up there. No, it's difficult.
They are. I think the only time I cried was after I sang Breakaway, and I got like torn to shreds. I was like, okay, not making the top 12. All right, this is great.
Kelly Clarkson, too.
Yeah.
It all comes around.
So, yeah, and so I was like, guess I'm not making it. So then I was like crying, and then I made it, and I just was like, okay, I don't care about what the judges say anymore. I'm going to do what I love, and that started to work for me.
Going city to city, I know it's early. How's the tour been so far?
Tour's been fine. Tour's been really fun. Everybody's goofing off and just getting to check out every city. You know, we were in Philly, New York, and a lot of different places. So it's kind of cool. I'm scoping out the country really to see where
It's a good way to see the country.
Yeah, to see where I want to be. You know,
just drop down and go anywhere.
Yeah. You know,
going through the show, it's so much different than going from city to city. And when you walk out and you hear people screaming your name, and you get that connection with that audience, it's got to be a cool feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and it's a lot different than the show too. I mean, in studio there was a couple hundred people, and you know they're all kind of prompted to sway and scream and things.
Sure.
And on the road, it's everybody's screaming for their favorite idol, and you know it's genuine, and there's a lot of love that's shared between performer and audience. It's a great feeling.
For people that are auditioning this upcoming season, what advice would you have for them? What was it like going through the show for you?
My advice to any upcoming contestant would be to save all your money now. So you have a nice big cushion to fall back on, because they don't give you much when you're going through the process.
Got it.
And secondly, advice would be to just be mentally prepared. It's a really hard way to go, but if you can make it through, awesome.
It is grueling. I mean, I played sports, and you're out in a competition. That's kind of what American Idol is week to week. You're fighting for your life, and it's different each week because it's a different category. It's got to be mentally taxing.
It's mentally taxing. I mean, not only, I mean, it's physically taxing too. Not like sports are, but the same sense. I mean, you know, your well-being has a lot to do with up here. So.
Well, and what people, I mean, I've got a chance to interview a lot of people throughout the seasons of American Idol, and what people don't understand is what you guys do off the camera. That hour is not even close to what you do all.
Right. We don't sing for an hour and that's it. You know, everything off camera.
Parties and pajamas and stuff.
Nope. It's a lot of work, but it's well worth it.
And a question I've been asking everyone about the judges, because Simon is leaving. I don't know, your relationship with him on and off the camera might have been different, but what's one thing that he said to you or someone else that you'll always remember?
Well, I was fortunate enough to get his last comment ever for the show, and he told me it was outstanding. So I'm very glad, and I feel privileged that his last comment on the show was a positive one, and it was to me. So Simon's a great guy.
Sure. I mean, he gets kind of a bad rap.
He's brutally honest. You know,
that's it.
People call him. Do you have access to bleeping?
Yeah, sure.
People call him because you know he says what is on his mind.
But that's the way.
That's what I admire about him, and that's how I am as well. So I dig that.
Why not be straightforward? Why dance around the issue?
If everyone was, then we wouldn't. No lies. It would be a lot of fun, but people would be like, if you're always honest, then you don't have to remember what you said.
Got it. All right, I'm here with Aaron. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man.
Mohegan Sun Casino, Uncasville, Connecticut. If you got a chance to walk around, I know you guys had an off day yesterday.
I have actually. It's really beautiful. I mean, there's like this river thing surrounding us.
Yeah.
And, we went to Katie's yesterday. We all got invited to her parents' house, and we went to the beach. So it was a nice day off.
What is the big difference between? Well, the big difference I would think between the show and the tour is how personable it is when you walk out on stage. I mean, there's going to be 10,000 people screaming for you tonight. How's it been like going from city to city?
Going from city to city is amazing. I wouldn't be doing this if I hadn't ever tried out for the show. I'd be sitting home on my couch watching TV, couch potato. So getting to tour the country is amazing, and get to see all these cities and hang out in these places that I've never been. When we just got back from New York, and I'd never seen a Broadway show before, so I went and see my first one. And
nice.
It was American Idiot. It was good. It was really good. So it was pretty awesome. Getting to do all these things that I wouldn't get to do normally.
And Dee Dee talked about you guys doing an outdoor concert. I mean, it's going to be crazy in here tonight, but what's that like walking out in front of all those people outdoors? It's got to be awesome.
That's my vibe. I mean, country music is very much set to, I see myself doing country, so a lot of times most of their events are outdoors. You go to the CMA Fest, it's all outdoors, some of it, and it's just country music. It's kind of the summer barbecue, good time rocking out music, and so the outdoor events are a lot of fun.
Talk about going through the show, going through the audition process, and then week to week, what was it like as you kept advancing?
Going through the show and week to week advancing, it changed up a lot with the theme changing every week. I was learning a lot of stuff, learning a lot of artists that I wasn't, I may have been familiar with, but I wasn't that familiar with.
Sure, privy to the music,
Yeah, so I got to listen to their stuff and go through genres that I would never see, but I would never really actually, as an artist, perform that style. So I mean, I learned a lot about myself through the course of the competition, and I've just learned to become more versatile to different styles of music.
But it is different. Just going back to the tour for a second, it's looking into that red light on the camera and then walking out to people. I would assume it's probably a different vibe and a better vibe to be with these people here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I'd said in a couple interviews. Is just tour is so much different from the show. You go from a small studio audience to just this amazing. 10,000 people. The show, you've got the live 30 million viewers sometimes, and that's a lot. That's scary because you can't mess up. You can't mess up on tour, but nobody's gonna scrutinize you if
These
you do.
people paid to see it. They're
Absolutely,
here for you.
They love you, and nobody's judging you. There's no judges anymore, so we can just go out there and have a good time.